Today's top 10 scary videos are circulating the internet right now. Let's see if you can handle them. Number 10. Creepy neighbor. A TikToker caught her creepy neighbor doing something not only suspect, but downright threatening. Posted by Lucy2481. The Scottish TikToker was minding her own business in her own home when she captured her male middle-aged neighbor up in a tree trying to peer inside. Lucy wrote that people ask her why her curtains are always closed, and this is why. When her creepy neighbor saw she was filming him, he rushed to hide. Many in the comments of the clip noted that what her neighbor was doing could be defined as stalking, which is illegal. Well, Lucy took TikToker's advice on board. She said the police wouldn't do anything, writing, "Everyone says to go to the cops, they don't care. My neighbor filmed my bedroom window for a month. They did nothing. Doesn't make us feel safer about this TikToker's reality." Number 9. Charge. Not every scary video circulating the internet right now is of the paranormal variety. This one is very much normal but equally terrifying. Captured in early August of 2021, a rodeo audience in Preston, Idaho got more than they bargained for when a bull went rogue and charged into the stands. The video initially shows the bucking bronco event unfolding like it normally would. Although the rider doesn't last long on the bull, the bronco isn't done bucking yet. In fact, he looks like he's just getting started as he makes his way around the stadium. He appears to be calming down for a moment, but soon takes a different tack and charges towards the stands, jumping a barrier. At this point, the camera is dropped as the audience starts screaming and presumably moves out of the bull's path. Luckily, no one was hurt in the incident, but this scary video shows one of the worst possible outcomes for an event like this. Number 8. 300-foot sandstorm. This city was recently engulfed by a 300-foot wall of sand blown in from the Gobi Desert. In the worst sandstorm the area has seen in more than a decade, the sand cloud was caught on camera moving slowly into the city, vanishing skyscrapers behind its thick curtain like a magic trick. Visibility was reduced to less than 20 feet, requiring major roads to be closed and motorists to pull to the side and wait it out. The storm didn't bring only dust. Its powerful winds blew away tourist possessions at a nature park close by. They'd gone to see the singing sand dunes, but found them roaring instead. Such weather and natural events in the area have become more frequent. According to Chinese media, just in March, the nation's capital of Beijing, which lies 1,000 miles from the desert, saw another sandstorm's effects. That sandstorm, too, was called the worst in a decade, which begs the question, will these sandstorms only get worse and worse? Number 7. Chasing the maniac. Although you might expect to encounter spirits on your urban explorations, you rarely encounter a real-life crazy person. Published to YouTube by Luan Mendez in July of 2021, the scary video shows the chase in action. In the clip, the guys quickly figure out they are not alone in this abandoned space. They finally zero in on the guy at an exit point in the next room. They shout at him, shining their flashlights his way, and then follow to the door that leads outside. You can see the so-called maniac's figure vaguely, hiding in the brush.
Peraí. É ele, Douglas? Ô! Amigo! Eu quero só conversar com você, amigo.
Later, when back inside, a commotion occurs in one area of the warehouse. They race forward to find one of the crew being dragged across the ground by the maniac in question. He's being pulled around a tile corner in what may have once been a bathroom.
Douglas! Douglas! Vem, Douglas! Vem,
The cameraman follows for a moment before turning to flee outside along with another crew member. A closer look at the maniac reveals what he's dressed like. The other cameraman's footage captures the same from another angle. Would you have stuck around to save your friend, or would you have saved your own life? This evil face will answer that question for you. Number 6. Lady in White. The sensitive Sobernatural crew are in for a rude awakening with this paranormal investigation. Published to YouTube in June of 2021, this abandoned place is one of the most active the group has explored so far. While they're in one room of the house, multiple devices start going off at once. This of course alerts them to a paranormal presence that has yet to make itself known, until it does.
Pode mexer a boneca se tiver aqui.
Você pode chegar perto da boneca, você pode chegar perto aqui, ó. Aí pode,
Eita,
ó.
aqui.
Dois, ó.
Dois.
Olha só.
Eita, pelo lá em cima, Nossa Senhora.
A bottle slides across the top shelf on its own, causing everyone to scream. The devices around them continue to be triggered by the paranormal entity. While in another room with random toys on the floor, the team is shocked when something bangs aggressively in the next room.
Essa janela fechou. Tá frio lá, mano.
It appears that the source of the noise was the door slamming, as it is still ricocheting open. Turning back to the other room, another quieter noise is heard, which turns out to be the window panel swinging open and closed. While this all appears to occur at the hands of something invisible, the last fright is very much seen, as they hear something creak off screen. The cameraman enters a hallway and casts his focus up the stairs.
Quem tá aí? Negócio ali, cara.
Vamos ver, gente. Vamos ver, não é nada, vamos ver.
He catches what we've all been waiting for. A creepy woman dressed all in white with long dark hair is ascending the narrow stairwell. The crew panics, and when the cameraman returns to the stairwell, the woman is gone. Was she the one causing all this ruckus, or are many spirits inhabiting this haunted home? Number 5. Failed exorcism. On this haunted site, an exorcism was done, or so the story goes, but the mysterious entity remains. Published in June of 2021, the KBC crew investigates the scary site, starting with this statue of Mary and this creepy hidden statue within. Is it Mary again? Who is this figure? Under a bridge, the crew captures these images floating in the darkness. While they are obscure, they certainly look like the faces of demons screaming. Later, they come across this rock stack. Was it placed there as part of a dark ritual, or is it something less nefarious? They capture several images that are suspect. One appears to feature smoke and fog that wasn't there. Another shows a big bright orb floating to the left of a crew member. And lastly, of course, the demons under the bridge. Is it all bad energy, or is this the unexorcised entity's presence made manifest? Number 4. The Ghost's Vice. Can this phantom bother you for a light? Published to YouTube by D-Doc Michael in July of 2021, this scary video goes from bad to worse as the paranormal attempts to feed their habit. The video starts acting up right away when Michael approaches the premises. Once inside the old school, the strange, almost alien-like rattling is heard, and we find the light on in the other room. Michael is alone here. Will we find out who turned on the light? We'll have to wait and see. As things start to get creepier, a classroom door closes shut, causing Michael to panic and ask who is there.
와, 나 진짜 너무 진짜 누구세요? 하지 마세요.
A moment later, a whole symphony of scary noises is heard down the hall. It almost sounds like someone is banging irregularly on a piece of tin.
누구세요? 아, 잠깐만요.
This goes on for a good long while. As he tries to communicate with whatever spirit haunts this place, a faint whisper is heard. The voice is nearly inaudible, but you can definitely hear that someone is trying to speak to him. Michael lets him know that it's here. He holds a pack in his hand and the ghost helps himself, pulling one from the pack.
담배 여기 있습니다. 여기.
Needless to say, Michael drops them and takes off running after that. When he returns, he finds the empty shoes that he first saw in the doorway, placed in a different spot in the hallway. He also comes across these scattered across the floor. One of them is still lit, the ash built up on the tip. Michael later sees something in the hallway, something creepy the audience cannot see. He runs up toward a staircase but then turns around. When he returns, the shoes are in a different place again, in the room where he first found them. Not long after, something is heard running loudly across the floor.
아이씨.
Michael goes chasing after it but doesn't find anything. His search is cut off early when the police show up, causing Michael to leave the joint ASAP, but this is what happened the minute he left. His camera went berserk again.
여러분 방폭대입니다. 여러분 방폭대예요. 방폭대입니다.
Something seriously freaky is going on here. Unfortunately, we may never be certain what it is. Number 3, Ghost Boy. A boy passed away in this house, and his spirit remains. Published in July of 2021, this scary video will confront you with your greatest fears. As the crew attempts to speak with the ghost boy, something on the ground right beside them moves, causing 2 grown men to jump out of their skin.
Fazendo até o Spirit Box. Caralho. Meu Deus! Você viu isso, mano? Fazendo até o Spirit Box.
A voice that sounds like Beelzebub himself responds.
É uma criança ou um demônio que tá aqui no ser das trevas?
Not long after, while they're again speaking to the spirit box, something whispers back.
Eu nem vou perguntar quem que é, mano. Meu Deus, eu nem quero saber.
Não vai perguntar.
But it doesn't sound like it's coming from the box at all. It sounds like it's in the room with them. Even more uncanny, an evil laugh is heard ringing out.
Não tem como ficar aqui.
Ó, deu uma risada, mano.
When we finally heard enough from this being, a child's voice is heard from another room. Is this the boy who passed away here?
Faz uma criança, cara. Sério, veio daqui, ó.
The invisible boy later appears to close the door on his own while the crew is distracted.
Se você quer, nós fazemos, filho.
Não fazia, não faço.
Mas vamos montar que daí a gente já faz.
Further along, while they're in the pitch dark, chaos ensues. It seems one of the crew felt something hit him in the leg.
Cara, se ligeiro, cara. Então, cara.
Bota a luz aqui. Me deixa sozinho, que porra.
Is it the boy again, trying to get some attention? We can safely assume it wasn't friendly. Number 2, choked by a ghost. Ali H owns a haunted house, and this scary video is a prime example of why you shouldn't. Published in July of 2021, Ali digs a little deeper into his creepy haunted house and lives to regret it. From a vent, he pulls a towel in which a necklace and rosary beads are wrapped, which someone in the comments note are Buddhist prayer beads. He believes the beads and necklace were hidden in the towel and shoved in the vent for some odd reason, perhaps to ward off evil. We'll see. Around 9:30 p.m., Ali gets in bed next to his partner. He has security cameras in his room to observe any paranormal activity that may occur there. His animals get in bed beside him. At around 3 in the morning, 4 orbs appear on the video. Then Ali starts coughing uncontrollably like he's choking. He can't even breathe to talk. He says he felt like something grabbed his neck. Later in the day, he explains how he felt during that moment. He says it didn't feel like he was choking on something, but rather that something was choking him.
Bro, when I tell you, it felt like something was actually like choking me out. Like it didn't feel like I was choking on something. It felt like something was choking me out. Like it felt like somebody was like actually like choking me out.
It's probably best that Ali should put what he found in the wall back there. He seems to have awoken a life-taking beast. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Dinner, anyone? Have you ever seen a snake eat its prey? Made of ligaments that stretch, a snake's lower jawbone is unfused and can open wider than its body, allowing it to take in prey that it seems incapable of consuming. That's exactly what appears to be happening in this scary video circulating the internet right now. Only it's not a snake, it's a grotesque humanoid figure. Posted on Imgur by Java Knowledge, this creepy gif is entitled Dinner, Anyone? The clip shows a goblin-like man in a cave, his jaw unhinged, as he consumes. This creature is being approached by a man who is armed. The man aims straight at him, as the goblin holds his prey steady. As Mechmeister writes in the comments, this reminds me of a nightmare I'll have tonight. Don't worry, we'll all be having that same nightmare. Though I guess we're not in any real danger, as this GIF is apparently footage from the taking of Deborah Logan. These are videos you don't want to believe are authentic, because you can't fake these top 10 scary videos.